Alright, little video here on the spectrum analyzer, the Gsp810. We have this up for sale on eBay. That's why we made the video. So I wanted to show you a little bit about things you can do with it. One of the things that's cool is, since this thing covers frequencies from 150 kilohertz to 1 gigahertz, you can literally see all kinds of stations that are transmitting over the airwaves. So what I'm going to do is take this antenna, I'm going to put it on the input to the spectrum analyzer, and then you noticed right away you start seeing peaks out there. Those are radio stations, specifically because I set it up that way. So we're going to, let me see, we'll stay at 1. Actually, let's go to recall 2. This lets you see a few more stations this way. We're going to go to a marker, and we're going to go over here 2 steps. Now you see the marker, I can move it back and forth, so I can literally adjust it to where I want. I'm going to go over here, be a little finer tuning, and we'll just go over here and grab, say, this one right here. It's 99.5. Now I have a chart up here. I'll show you, give you a quick glimpse of it. That's a chart of all the frequencies in Indiana. So we'll take this and put it back down here. It tells us right here on number 1, which is the number 1 marker, it's 99.5. 99.5 on the list up here. What I see is WZPL in Greenfield, Indiana. So whenever you go across any of these and you move it across, if you want to take a look at the next one, let's see what the next peak is. We have a weaker one here. Looks like it's 103.2 maybe, or possibly even 103.5. Let's see what it would be. 103. If we take the mouse down here and scroll a little bit, 103.3 WOLT. 103.3 WOLT. So as long as you have the internet at your disposal, you can look up frequencies for stations. You'll actually be able to view them on your spectrum. And I just have a little antenna here. If you have a big outside antenna, see a lot more. So we're going to set this up for checking out filters for the second here. So I'm going to go off for air here for a moment. Alright, I have the filter here. This up here is a low pass filter. It's mostly for the 11 meter band, or better known as Citizens band. What you can do with this, since it's a tunable meter, let me adjust this up just a tiny bit, and you can see right here that it has all these ports for tuning. So I'm going to set up here, I have a memory place set up just for this setting, and we'll go over here and we'll go to 4, we'll hit enter, and we'll come over and turn on the tracking generator, and boom. Now this is showing us, if you look at the marker, we'll come over here and get, let's go over and get marker 2, because that's really the one that we want to look at. And marker 2, as you can see as I go back and forth, is on right now 50 megahertz, which is one place we want to start attenuating heavily. Now you can see this whole line going down is attenuating heavily and sharply to begin with. It starts around 49 megs and just goes right on up through to 80. We'll go back to 50. We'll see we're fluctuating between 85 and 90 dB down, which is really good. But you see these squiggly lines up here. Spectrum analyzer is having trouble with the cable system. So what we're going to do, we'll take a barrel, we'll take this off of here, plug it in here, take one off the input side, plug it in the other side. And you see that squiggly line? That's measuring all the inter-electrode capacity, or the not electrode, but the intercapacitance and impedance of the cable. So we're going to go to the spectrum analyzer again, and then we're going to come over to normalize, and we're going to click it one more time to the right, and it'll normalize that. Boom, straighten it right out. So now, when we go back to this, when we go back to the filter, we'll have a much cleaner look at the filter. Now you can see, if we switch back up to The other, let me see, we'll go back to this marker system. We'll go over here, and you can see this other marker which comes out. You can see that it starts attenuating right around 41 megs, and as you go up it just attenuates more and more. But up here is where we don't want to attenuate, and it's flat. So from 26, 24 megs all the way across to 40 megs, it won't affect the signal at all. So that's one of the things you can do, and I'll show you real quickly here. If you see how this thing will allow you to tune, you go up here and try to tune this. See how it's, what you want is it to look about like so. And that is how you can tune up a filter. This one's perfectly tuned up, by the way, and this one will be for sale, this other low pass filter. Alrighty, well, we're back to normal sailing. This is what you're getting. This comes with the manual I pointed out or printed out from offline. It'll come with the power cable. There's no bracket with it. I had no bracket when I got it. It's not necessary. It works without it beautifully, and you'll probably not want it depending on how you put your equipment together. If you set up your bench like I do, the last thing you want are elevation brackets and stuff on your equipment anyway. So other than that, there she is. Have fun.